things have gone from bad to worse. And
There
that
have
is,
been some developments for sure.
and when I say that, that's me sugarcoating things a little bit here because the Kings have lost 14 of their last 16 games.
Yeah.
There's been two quotes that came out that I really want to highlight here. Drew Doughty, legendary Kings defenseman, has, been the backbone of that franchise for so long.
Two-time Cup champ now, right?
Yep, gold medalist, all that, Hockey Canada shebang. But he says, we got guys in this room too worried about themselves and worried about their points. You don't really see hockey players say stuff like that. Normally, you
No.
would see something that says we need to focus, get back to basics, and,
Yeah.
get pucks deep or something like that. So
No,
the
he's trying to get through to
yeah,
certain people, or perhaps a certain somebody specifically on that roster.
yeah.
Cough,
Wonder
cough,
who.
Pierre-Luc Dubois, most
Yeah.
likely, if I had to speculate. But
1000% as his fantasy manager, I can agree. But my favorite quote of the year, maybe my favorite hockey quote of all time,
it's
because
good.
it's
It's
something I have said myself
about the
multiple
Caps a
about the
million times.
Caps
Yes.
so many
Yeah.
times, is LA Kings head coach Todd McClellan saying the stupidity that went into this loss is beyond explainable.
And his face when he's saying it is so good too. Like but he's like, I don't even know what the hell like to
Yeah.
say anymore. It's just
It's just, and it's, you know it because you're a Caps fan. It's like the amount of times that like I've watched a third period where it's like, all right, 4-2 against the Minnesota Wild, this game's
yeah,
in the bag.
right.
Then like
You find out
hooking
and it's like,
penalty,
yeah,
turnover in the neutral zone, like just I
yeah,
feel for the Kings fans so much right now because
I do too.
I'm gonna stick by what I said last week with Morgan. It is a good hockey team that's not playing well.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there were people in the comments saying like, excuse me, saying like, what happened to I mean, this saying this was a good hockey team not that long ago. What happened here? Like what? So I don't know if it's again, we talked about it with Morgan. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if they just gotta like have a fucking talking to with PLD, or like if there's other guys that are also grouped into that category of like being too self-centered or whatever it is. But players only meeting, you name it, of the cliche things that get done to try and fix a hockey team, something's going to happen.
Is it like, I mean, is this too late to fire your coach? I know we just
It,
had
it kind of might be.
like we just had one a week ago, but it's
I
crazy to
know,
think
but
that I'm saying that.
I I kind of am of the camp that it is, especially it's one thing if you're a team that you're kind of like, I don't know if we'll make the playoffs. Let's just fire a coach and find out or whatever. This team, it would be so stupid if they didn't make the playoffs. Like that,
Yeah,
like, and they know that. They've got to know, like, okay, we cannot, whatever we do, we can't just straight up fucking miss after like the
they
way
can't
we
do
started
nothing.
and the way that they've spent money last offseason and stuff like that. Like, yeah, they have to be careful about how they address this situation, because I think an over panicking about it could make things worse, honestly.